Now would you look at that? It's even more Gather Up Gachard. We're talking about episode 47, and I'm going to be a little honest here in the very beginning. The recap section of this video is probably going to be very brief, because you can kind of sum it up in like a couple sentences of Spanner is on the warpath of destroying the chemis. We find out more about his plan. So the alchemy crew put their faith in Hotaro to stop the plan and try and save the day. There's a lot more details and nuances that go into it. Because the big thing is the revelation that Spanner's not just destroying the chemis. Because, well, without the chemis, they can't become Kamen Riders to fight the Abyssal Kings. How are they going to save the day? How are they going to solve that problem by destroying the chemis? And it's revealed through subterfuge and all this kind of stuff. Especially Lachus telling us that he plans on using the Black Fire, his unique special edgelord boy powers, to absorb all of the chemis into himself in one brilliant flash and destroy the Abyssal Kings in that way. All these layers of nuance and all this kind of stuff. Hotaro even is going like, I don't want him to do this, but how can you stop a person who's so focused and driven on this idea that you can't really break them away? And that's when we get a really cool returning character, the wrestler guy from way early on in the season, because hey, everybody's getting their memories back. He got them back, and he's like, yo, I know damn well my tag partner is gonna need some help. So he comes and gives Hotaro a little, like, uncle advice. He's very uncle-y in this scene of just, like, sometimes you can't talk sense into a person, and it's very much sometimes you gotta tell them to grit their teeth. And that's exactly what we get. A very good, long, drawn-out conflict of ideals that has been bubbling underneath the surface ever since Spanner was introduced, of these two conflicting ideals, right? But ultimately, Hotaro is able to beat and, like, just knock Spanner out, destroys the helmet. We get a cracked helmet scene with Spanner. Great use of that. And Spanner basically goes like, alright, you win. I'm not staying. I don't agree with this. Bye. As he walks off into the sunset, as the minor B-plot that's been going on throughout the episode of Atropos being taken in by the fortune teller Abyssal King, going like, yes, we have plans. Why did I kind of go Tim Curry with that? Of, yes, she is a doll, so she is based on someone. We're going to absorb all the humanness from the person you're based off of to make you super powerful. Okay? Who is it? Oh, only the person I guessed fucking last week. It's Rene. Well, last week. A couple days ago. These episodes have been fucking weird. Don't worry about it. I'll have more to talk about that in a bit. But ultimately, this episode is about two competing ideas. One of fighting to hold on, the optimism of tomorrow, and the ability of yourself to make a better world. And one that fully believes in the utilitarian of the trolley problem, of the needs of the many outweigh the wants of the few. That sacrifice may be the only way to live. But fundamentally, they both have layers of unreality to them. But one of them specifically has a very gruesome flaw. If your belief in that utilitarian idea, while true and valid, fundamentally puts you as the sole thing that needs to disappear, be sacrificed, it kind of instills a belief that your worth is only to disappear, to be sacrificed. That all you are good for is to sacrifice yourself for others. It's selfless, but in a way it is selfish, because that leaves the ones you love behind with what you think a better world, and they're better off without you. But it's very clear that those people care about you. Lachus cares about Spanner. Kyoka cares about Spanner because Lachus tries to get help to stop his crazy plan, and Kyoka is legitimately in shock the moment she hears what he plans on doing. Of, no, my little baby brother, my son, this guy that is essentially her family, of, he sees himself as so worthless that this is a plan that's worth doing. And Hotaro is going to hold on to all the things that he finds dear in his life, that he cares about, and he is going to protect the fuck out of it. Because Spanners, both their ideals are being built off of empathy. Spanner fully believes that he is trying to make the best decision to save the most number of people. But fundamentally, it's separating himself from the concept of people. It's empathy in a way of self-deprecation, of self-sacrifice, of bad selflessness, right? It's good to be selfless, it's good to give, but it's not good to destroy yourself in that cause. And Hotaro is very empathetic in the other direction. Everybody deserves a chance to be happy, and their happiness sometimes depends on you being there. And it's fundamentally kind of part of why Spanner has been a loner. He sees himself as someone not worthy of being cared about. He is not being in people's lives is a way of caring for them. But no matter what, Hotaro has put a stop to that plan, and Spanner is going to have to rethink some things. What a great episode. Just really good, really well done. The action scene at the end, well, half the episode was amazing. Great returns. Amazing to see the wrestler guy come back. He put, like, that moment of him just going like, hey, sometimes you just need to punch your friend in the face to get him to fucking stop. It's like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, violence isn't the answer, but sometimes violence is the answer. You know what I mean? Great character work from everyone involved. You really get the back and forth, the anger that Spanner has at Hotaro, that it's very much of like, I understand, like, you are a precious little puppy dog, and I understand you want to do this, but god damn it, it's annoying. Just let me kill myself to save all of you. And Hotaro's like, no, fuck off. It's just great dichotomy, great back and forth between the two of them. Also some really interesting plot directions. I called the Atropos thing. It's not that hard. It was not that hard. I'm giving myself a big pat on the back for that. It was nothing. But hey, it's cool. And with the preview for next week's episode, it might be that empathy is going to be the thing that creates the downfall of Greyon. So, I said I'd talk about this later. This is later. Last week's episode 22246, was late. It came out the Monday that this will be out, so the 5th. So, because of that, there will be no comments from that episode on this video. Okay? However, all the comments from that one and this one will be talked about on episode in the video for episode 48. Okay? I'm going to talk about all the comments. It's just going to be over there. Okay? Hold your horses for like a week. We'll talk about all these thoughts and ideas when we get to them. So I hope to see you there. But hey, follow me on social media platforms. That'll be fun. That'll be cool. Subscribe, like, comment. Love all that. And hey, if you like videos like this, you can support me on Patreon and get an exclusive video review series. And I have started Thighs. It's going to be coming out the 19th, the very first video of that. So hey, $1 a month. You can get access to all of those. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. I hope you enjoyed Gotchard this week, and I hope that you make someone else's day a little brighter. I'd like to give a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters. Esconde,